Okay. And we are all good to go. Well, welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday night. It is the holidays. I hope you guys are all surviving the school holidays. I've had play dates and everything happening today, and it's been chaos, but I absolutely love the magic and the time with the kids. And I love, love, love that I get to do this business and these chats with you guys in and around being a mum at home. And I've just had the most incredible day helping so many new people into our NHC program. New year, so many people are excited to create change and really level up when it comes to their health, their fitness, their mental health and well-being and all of those things. So let me know in the chat if there's any issues with the connection or the sound as we go. So my name is Kira Love, and I am one of the creators of the NHC, the Naked Health Challenge. And I have been in the health industry now for well over 15 years now. I need to actually count back how long now, because I feel like I've been saying 15 years for like 5 years. So I should brush up on that number. But obviously in that time, and the health industry is something that I'm so deeply passionate about. And I was actually led there and really changed my course of direction with my career because of my own health challenges, that I was able to heal with whole food after consistently just feeling like I was getting sicker and sicker over the course of 3 years of visiting doctors and dealing with my health in that way. When I took my power back and I addressed the lifestyle choices that I was actually choosing to make that were impacting my health and well-being and leading me to this sick and distressed state, that's when like the power of whole food and lifestyle choices really unfolded in my life, to the degree that I now feel more energized, more happy, more healthy than I ever have before. And I feel like I really expand on that every year. Even though I'm getting older, I feel like I'm getting healthier and happier and more in touch with myself and my well-being as I get older. So that's kind of exciting. And I'd love to help so many more people be able to say the same thing. So in my time in the health industry, I had 3 health and fitness studios here on the Gold Coast for many years. I have seen it all, and I've tried it all when it comes to health programs. Like, I have tried everything from vegan to the complete opposite of that. And what I've found is, and especially working with women, which is my passion, is that we are all so, including me at one time, incredibly confused because there is so much conflicting and misleading information out there. And as we know, like, we can really find science to back all of the different diet programs out there, which just makes it even more challenging. I'm just going to mute everyone to really decipher through it. And so not only have I tried many things myself, but obviously I've also helped clients in, trial different programs and them share their successes with me. So what I have come to know in this time is that when we come back to the wisdom of whole food, and this is really the one absolute when it comes to health, because we are all inherently unique. We all have different ancestral backgrounds. We all have different blood types. We all have a different history and our makeup. And like, there's so much complexity that goes into it, different stages of life hormonally. The one absolute is that when we come back to the wisdom of whole food, that is when health and well-being filters into our body and into our life. You have to eat foods full of vitality in order to feel vital, because energy transfers from the food we eat to ourselves and who we are and who we become. Literally everything we eat determines our potential in life, right? We are the building block. The food is the building blocks of our bodies. And I know as a mother, I'm even more passionate about what is going into my children's to ensure that they reach their maximum potential. So we have written a health program called the Naked Health Challenge. And this program is all about stripping back to basics. This is another absolute, is that really reducing the complexity and coming back to the absolute basic building blocks of health and whole food, how to prepare it simply and deliciously. It's about helping people to nakify their pantry and really understand, again, what whole food is, because there is so much misleading marketing out there in the marketplace. And it's no wonder we're all so confused. And it really is about helping you create change with ease, grace, and flow, and helping people create healthy food cultures within their homes that will impact not just you, but filter down into your children and the generations to come, so that that gift can really pass on. Because as I said, the food we're eating is determining our potential in life. So it's important that we lead by example and we set our families up for success. So we have thousands of people now who have been through our program, and the results that we get are phenomenal. One of the things that people say time and again is the ease that they found the program, that they feel absolutely no deprivation, because we're not about rules, we're not about calorie counting, we don't do anything that is not sustainable. We teach you to tune into your own body's needs and desires, and also show you how to cook all of your favorite foods so it is completely deprivation free. I truly believe that you can eat anything as long as you cook it yourself. And so I love that we just have so many recipes that husbands approve of, and most importantly, fussy toddlers and children fall in love with our recipes as well. And all of the ingredients are generally available at Coles and Woolworths. So you don't have to make these crazy trips with, $100 shopping bills at the health food shop. So these are our programs here. We have more to come. We have a few other additions in the group also, but we have our main naked guide. We've got our family recipes. We've got our new fasting accelerator guide. We've got our mindset guide. We have our world-renowned coach, Kathy Feenan, who has done 6 weeks of mentoring and coaching videos to go along with our mindset guide. The foundation of success is absolutely the mindset. And that's what really sets us apart, because we are holistically helping you create that change. As I said, this is my favorite guide because I'm obsessed with chocolate, but we just have so many beautiful recipes. This is actually the recipe that I got onto MasterChef with, a raw chocolate ganache cake. This is my favorite recipe ever. I think this is the program's favorite recipe, but I mean, how when you get to eat yummy, delicious food like this every day. So the other things that we have along in our that go with our the food portion and the mindset portion of our program is we have our workouts. We've got Pilates, meditation, breath work, yoga, strength training, dance classes. We have pre-recorded and we have live as well. And we continually update the resources as well. And then we have our nutrition support that goes along with our program. We have our incredible superfood protein powder, which comes in chocolate and vanilla, to help people bridge that gap and get the edge. It meets that deliciousness. It's so satiating on hunger, but you get to have that chocolate fix, or we use the vanilla a lot in a lot of the recipes to make them really yummy. Like our waffle recipe is out of this world. It tastes like the real deal because the protein powder is so delicious. It just makes everything taste really yummy. And then we have our fruit and vegetable, fruit, veg and berry blend supplements as well. So we really recommend whole food complements over supplementation. So that's why we've chosen these particular supplements to support people in getting that edge and bridging the gap in the program. So basically you're just getting a rainbow of fruits and veggies into your diet every day. They're family friendly. Once again, they're breastfeeding and pregnancy friendly, which most supplements are not, which to me is a huge red flag. I've personally been taking the supplements now for 10 years, and it's something that I researched a long time ago when I had my health studios, and that was my supplement of choice that I was recommending my clients when they were asking me what they could take in terms of their vitamin supplements. Most of us take something to bridge the gap and get the edge because we recognize that we're just not doing a 10 out of 10 job every single day. What I love about our particular ones that we use is you're getting that whole variety of phytochemicals and nutrients into your bloodstream every single day. So when you take a fractured vitamin supplement, you're only getting a handful of nutrients. When you compare that to a simple apple, an apple has over 10,000 plant chemicals and over 400 key nutrients. So when you're taking a whole food complement, which is basically, the fruits and vegetables are picked at peak ripeness, the pulp and the water content and sugar content is removed, and what you're left with is all of those beautiful plant chemicals. And when you flood your bloodstream with that, like attracts like. Now, all of a sudden, your cells are craving more of that goodness. And so collectively, the health transformations that we get from our program are just above and beyond. They're so significant and incredible. And it just lights me up that we get to make those impacts in children as well. And we see so many children eating more fruits and vegetables with the combination of our program and our nutrition support products. So that is our amazing program. Right now, we are experiencing such incredible growth. We have just had a phenomenal year. It's so exciting. And so we are looking for NHC ambassadors to help us share the program. You absolutely don't need to be a health professional. We take care of that stuff for you. Most of our ambassadors are not. And they're really just excited to live the mission and to help some people along the way do the same. So we're going to switch gears at that, and we're going to hear some stories from some women who are NHC ambassadors. And I'm going to start with Erin, who actually started in one of my health programs and got such incredible results that she came to me and she's like, I need to share this with people. People are already asking me what I've done because I've got such amazing results. So I'm going to, if you want to bring yourself off mute, Erin, and I will highlight you.
Hi.
Hey. If you want to maybe start by sharing a little bit about that and then what you've loved about the business.
Yep. Thanks, Kira. Hi, everyone. So I did start out as a customer. I actually met Kira online, and at the time I was a tired mum. I had 2 kids and I really just needed help getting my health back on track after having my second baby. I'm pretty healthy, but I just had that, you know, in the afternoon I'd need a chocolate bar and it just wasn't helping me. So once I started utilizing the program, I just made some really simple, sustainable changes to my diet and my lifestyle following the program. I followed, at the time we were running an 8-week challenge, and I was just so happy after I lost, it was about 5 kilos, but it was that baby weight that I just hadn't been able to shift. So I was just so happy. I felt so much better, and people were literally just asking me like, what is it you're doing? Like, tell us all about it. So it really naturally evolved into a business for me. And yeah, I was saying to Kira, like, I want to do the business. Tell me what this is. But I was a busy mum at the time. So I had 2 kids and I was also running a traditional business with my husband. So I didn't have a lot of spare time, but I was just so passionate about this and I loved it so much. I loved the whole community. I loved what it was all about. So I just started to do my business, you know, around the kids a lot of the time at night like this. Instead of watching TV, I'd just be building my business and just helping lots of other women on their health journey, because there were so many mums I was meeting that were the same as me. They were tired, they had baby weight that they just struggled to get rid of, and people were just getting amazing results with our program. And then I was also really excited about the business and the fact that it could help me to bring in extra money while I was at home with the kids, and I could help other mums along the journey as well. So when I did start, I didn't have a large social media following, and I would say that I still really don't today, but I still found it really easy to build my business on social media, even though I was extremely busy and juggling a lot of things. But I really didn't need a huge social media following or anything like that. And we have so much amazing training and support with our business that I just figured it all out along the way. So it took me about 15 months to get to basically the top of our business structure, I guess. And at that stage, I was earning around about a 6-figure income. And I'd also had a 3rd baby in that time. So I always say to the mums that I work with that if I can do something like that, that they definitely can as well. So for me now, this journey is really about helping other mums on their journey with their health and wellness, and then helping other mums so that they can stay at home and work around their kids, because I've definitely realized, especially in the last 6 months with everything that's happened, that we're so lucky to have this business that we can be home and be able to be with our children and have our business as well, that we can, you know, find that time we can just jump in and out of our business if we need to, but still be a mum and be there for our kids. So yeah, it's been absolutely amazing for me and I just love everything about it. So thanks, Kira.
Thank you. I think we have Jackie up next. If you want to bring yourself off mute, I can see you. Hey.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Well, this might sound like repeating ourselves, but my story is so similar to Erin's. I was just a customer of Kira's, and I reached out to Kira to say, tell me more. I had really good results on the program. I have a Hashimoto's, so less brain fog, not frog. My skin cleared up, and I also lost the last of the baby weight after having my first. When I reached out to Kira about the business, we were in a lot of financial pain. My husband's income had been cut by about $500 a week, and I was just a stay-at-home mum at that time. It began time to look at returning to work, and before I had kids, I was a school teacher, and I really did love that role, and I thought I would go back. I actually thought I'd be back within 6 months, but turns out I really love being a mum. I love being home with my kids, and the truth is I always thought I would be in a women's empowerment space. Didn't know how it would be possible. And this business is how I do that now. I have been home with my kids, if you can hear them. I have 3 now. My youngest is 3, and I hit the top position in our business when my middle child was about 3 months old. So didn't have to work crazy in those times or take the foot or put the pedal down a lot. I just was really consistent, did what I was told, and we got to create that sexy residual income that we have now. Something that did come up early in my business, and I still get the question every now and again, is it one of those things? It was actually my dad, who has had awesome product results, and one of my really close friends, again, who had good product results after, he got that out of his mind. The thing with pyramid schemes is they're illegal, and this company that we partner with has been around for 50 years, and our products are close to 30 years old. So I think they would have got found out by now. Many companies, and my dad, he has just recently sold his company and he works for them now. So he's no longer the top of that pyramid, but he was once. And there was no way, unless he sold it like he has, that anybody was going to climb, that chain and be able to get to the top. I love that I came in as just a mum, and Erin was a traditional business owner, and Kira come from a health background. We come from all different backgrounds and education levels, but we all are able to achieve the same success. So we're really excited for 2021. I can't believe, that it is a new year and we're still doing this. For me, this is almost going into my 7th year. So I'm excited for more to come. I think I'm handing to, you're right.
Thank you. We're going to head to Fiona now. If you want to bring yourself off mute, babe.
Yep, I'm off. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Go for it.
Hey guys. So I've been in the business for 5 years now, and it was actually my children were on the program before I was, and I saw amazing results with them. So I was definitely wanting to get them back on the program. But at the time that I reached out to Kira, I had been a stay-at-home mum for 8 years. And even though I love being at home with my kids, after 8 years, I started to get a bit bored. And so I thought, you know what? I think I need to do something. I need to go back to work in some capacity. So I thought maybe I'd go back to work as a primary school teacher and doing relief work. But then I realized that if I did that, I'd have to put my kids into daycare and after school care, and I didn't want to do that. So I thought maybe I can find something online. But when I started looking around, I realized I'd have to spend literally thousands of dollars starting a new business. I'd have to have a garage full of stock. I'd have to be out of the house. And I'd have to upskill. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is not going to work for me either. So I'd actually been watching Kira for a while, and I wanted to get my kids back on the program. And I thought maybe I can do what she's doing. So I did reach out to her, and I had a lot of questions, and she answered all of them. And I got started in the business. And so one of my objections, like one of my questions was like, Kira, you've got 2 kids, I've got 4 kids. How am I going to really fit this in? My twins, I've got twin boys, they were 3 at the time. My other 2 were at school. How am I going to do this around my twins? Like, they're so active. And what I found is that I actually had lots of pocket of time throughout the day, lots of pockets. And so as long as I scheduled in when I was going to work on my Juice Plus business, it worked for me. And then at night time, my husband actually ended up coming on board with me because he saw how wonderful the business was and how exciting it was. And so we just started swapping the couch. We would watch Netflix all the time. We started swapping the couch for the desk, and we'd spend a little bit of time at night time. And that's how we built our business. And honestly, this business has changed our lives. I mean, we weren't in a bad financial situation before we started, but having the extra income has allowed us to do things like buy the dream caravan my husband wanted, and now we travel every single holidays, and buy the new car that came along with the caravan, just things like that. And so it's really just been a game changer for us, and I'm so grateful for Kira for sharing, and that we started and got going. So I'm now going to pass over to Kimberly, who's actually going to talk a little bit about our industry.
Hi, everybody. I feel like the twin mamas are representing tonight there, Fiona. I too am a twin mum and a mum to 3 children within 19 months of age. I always say that at the start before I talk, just in case they sprint in here, and I've just got this little disclaimer here for you. But I am a mum. I'm Kimberly Wellman. I'm based on the Gold Coast in Queensland. And before I started into this particular business, I felt like a hamster on a wheel, just going round and round and round and round in life. And I was just living in this constant state of what I feel was just like rush and overwhelm and a little bit of like Groundhog Day. And, I had no real, I suppose, purpose outside of being a mother and a wife. And my husband and I were doing all of the things expected of a young family, I suppose, these days, both kind of working. I was working in my corporate PR job. Ben was running our traditional business. The kids were in school. And, while I was definitely grateful to have a healthy, happy family and for both of us to be working, I just, something was really missing. And, it was missing in me. We were both working hard, but never really getting ahead in life. As I said, Ben was running the traditional business, and we had started that to try and create a little bit more time freedom and flexibility, and really, I guess, propel our financial abundance to a new level. But that business was actually taking us backwards rather than forwards in more ways than one, competing with the online world out there. So stepping into this, I call it the new age business space. It's really given me the growth and the purpose and the passion, and also the contribution that I was really craving. And it's transformed our lives within 3 years of being in this space now. It's given me the time freedom to be able to step away from my corporate job and do this full time and have complete flexibility. And this has actually been the first Christmas that has gone by where I haven't had to worry about vacation care or babysitters or just being in that frantic juggle of who's looking the kids and what's going on. And, it's also given us that next level of financial abundance that we were craving. And I feel with the world like it is today, that it truly is so liberating and empowering for us as a family, not only to feel this way, but to be in a position where this business allows us to pass that gift on. And, I was skeptic, like I think Jack said as well, when I first looked into this. My biggest concern was, I felt like the industry was a little bit icky, if that makes sense. I was like, oh, it's network marketing. Is it one of those pyramid schemes or whatever it is? And what I found was I just had to get my questions answered, right? And I leaned into this a little bit more, also with my PR and my corporate communications hat on, which was my past work. And what I could really see was a super smart business model that had revolutionized with the online realms of social media. And it kind of has stepped from that space of being those awkward lounge room presentations. Like I think my mum used to do them, and you're inviting your hairdresser's sister to come over and put on some flip chart presentation. To me, that just makes me cringe. What I really love about this space now is that, you know, it's really attractive, and it's really, and I'll say the word again, it's allowed us to really step into a way of doing this through attraction marketing, through education marketing, through sharing rather than selling. No one wants to sell anything, right? No matter how great our programs and products are. So it's been a really smart business move for us as a family. And I'm just a proud network marketer. And I wish so many more people out there could really be exposed to the industry, because I think for women, and particularly for mums, it just allows you to really live life on purpose and really live with that passion and that time freedom and flexibility as well. So I will hand it back to you, Kira.
Thank you. Oh, I couldn't agree more. It's amazing. We're a line up of mums tonight, and we certainly have a lot of Gen Ys and all generations within our business, actually. But we're from all different walks of lives and backgrounds before coming into this space, and we've all been able to achieve incredible success here in creating a life that is in alignment with our values because of the freedom that we get within this business, doing it in our own time, investing as much time as we choose to in accordance to what we want to get back from it. And as I said at the beginning, I've been in the health industry for a long time, so I know the stress and strain of trading time for money in that space. And then I became a mother, and I was doing that for 8 years. And again, I would never change that. It's my number one role. I'm so passionate about it. But I really lost my identity in that role because I didn't have anything that was lighting me up outside of that to help me grow. And I think when we're moving towards our potential, that's when we feel joy. And so I felt like I was standing still. And so within myself, I was feeling a lot of dissatisfaction and pain and strain and suffering. And when I stepped into this space, everything about it was outside my comfort zone, but I was in so much internal struggle and pain as well as financial strain that moved me outside my comfort zone. And even though that was scary, it scared me more to keep standing still, what my future was going to look like. And I just thought in the beginning, what if I could make $1,000 a month? That would change our family's life. And it did, like it really did. And I could get my head around that goal. And I definitely had to move to make it happen, but I just couldn't believe how much my confidence increased, my financial independence. I started finding my voice again, and just passion and purpose and inspiration for life just from that small change. And so for me, it's grown. I've been in the business 7 years now, and it's grown exponentially from there. And most importantly, I've grown exponentially because of that. And I get to live life every day in accordance to my highest values. And that's why I live in such a joyful state, because I'm an even more present mother. That's the greatest gift. I get so much freedom to spend time in the gym and with my friends and doing things that I love. And I get to work on a business that lights me up. I get messages every day about the transformations that happen from our program. And honestly, when you are part of a mission that is bigger than yourself, the inspiration and energy that flows into your life because you're living a life of service, you're giving so much of yourself and your passion to this, and it changes people's lives. Like I just am so addicted to working in this business and working on our program because the impact, the ripple effect is incredible. You know, where it's transforming whole families' lives, and you just wonder how many generations that flows into. It's very rewarding work. And then the other thing I get to be part of is seeing other women, including all the women who shared tonight. I think all of us were pretty shy and lacking in confidence when we started this business. Every single one of us have grown exponentially. We all would have been terrified to do this when we started the business and doubted ourselves extremely, like just would not have wanted to do this. And now it's easy for us to stand in this space because we've found ourselves and our confidence in this space, and passing that gift on to other women. it's the most rewarding work I've ever known, and I have to do this for the rest of my life, and really to give back from so much that I've received from this incredible industry. It's just phenomenal. So if all of your excuses, I promise you, they are your why. No time, that's why something needs to change, so that you can get ownership of your time. It's the most valuable asset you could ever own. No money, that's why you need to do this, because you get to make an income whilst making an impact. And I truly believe that the more value you add to the world, the more value you receive. Money is just an exchange of energy, and those who have more are just giving more and making a greater impact. You know, if it's about the kids, I am such a better role model now. Like, I feel really sad at the kind of role model I used to be, just lacking just so much self-loathing and lacking in so much confidence. And I really just didn't like myself. And I was not a great mother in terms of a role model for 2 girls when it came to self-worth. And now I really confidently think that I'm an incredible role model in that space for them. So a lot of the reason why I did this really was for them, and I'm so grateful that I did. So whatever your excuses are, I promise you that they are your why. We absolutely have zero pressure in this space. Some people are here just to make some pocket money so that, you know, they can go and have their hair done when they want to and not have to ask permission. Other people are here to truly change their family's life, and everything in between, holiday funds, whatever this looks like for you, just being of service, just being part of a community where you're celebrated for growing, where we encourage you and cheer you on as you rise, rather than most industries and friendship circles where you're pulled down constantly and not celebrated for your successes. That alone is a reason to, you know, really stand in this space. So if you have any questions, if there's any part of you that has any wondering of what this could possibly be, just ask yourself, what if? Ask us your questions. We're here to answer them. We're here to work with people who are inspired to work with us and link arms with us and be part of the community and part of all the awesome growth things and fun and travel and all the things that we get to do in this space. And so, yeah, get your questions answered. And thank you so much for joining us. If you would like information on our program or being an ambassador, please reach out to the person who shared this with you, and they will be able to answer your questions. Thank you, ladies, who shared tonight, and we will see you guys again soon. Thanks, everyone.